right. Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret, the original version. Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret, the original version. So, not to get confused with The Secret that came out, years ago, and everybody had The Secret. But this is Earl Nightingale's The Strangest Secret. This is the book, obviously, but the original version of The Secret came out in 1956, and it was an audio version, and that was the first audio self-improvement audio that came out, and it went gold. It was the first audio version of self-improvement that went gold. And it's a masterpiece. To Earl Nightingale is one of my favorite authors. Out of all of the people that I read, out of all of the books that I read, all the audios that I listen to, out of them all, he's in my top 5. And to be honest with you, probably in my top 2. Out of them all. He obviously the writings that he had, I use them. It helped me early on in my career, in sales. It helped me early on in life. I would listen to his audio version at night. I would, before going to sleep. A lot of nights I would listen to it in the morning. I pretty much know this book by heart for the most part. I could just, that's how much I used to listen to it, how much it means to me. This is like one of the, if anybody knows anything about this book, you understand why I'm saying it how I am. It's about 30 minutes long, the original version of The Strangest Secret. And what he goes over, he just drops so many jewels that you have to listen to it in so many times. And even though you keep listening to it, you keep picking up different things from it. Every time you listen to it, even there, I probably had to listen to it. I don't know. I don't even know. I couldn't. I don't know, 100 times, easy. But he goes over like the definition of success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, which means that if somebody is reaching towards something, some predetermined goal that they have, they're a success. It doesn't matter what it is. Like if you want to be a school teacher, everybody know I'm a big fan of school teachers, but if you want to be a school teacher and that's your goal and that's what you want to do, forget about the money and all the BS. If that's your goal and you constantly trying to reach towards being a school teacher, then you're a success. If you want to be a trainer and you're reaching towards, you're a success. If you want to own a gas station and you're reaching towards it and you constantly working towards it, you're a success. Whatever you decide that you want to do and you reach towards it and you work towards it every day, whatever it is, you're a success because you're reaching and going after something that you want. There's a difference. There's a lot of people out here that make money, or they do things for because it's what their family want them to do, or their spouse want them to do, or whoever their parents want them to do, or some other thing in the family, or it's about the title that they want. They're doing stuff just for a title, but it's not what they want to do. The person who is truly rich and truly happy is somebody that's doing what they actually want to do, what brings them joy. So that's one of the things that he goes over a lot, in the book. He goes over something where he says, they ask the question, and I won't spoil it because I can easily spoil this 30-minute audio with me just talking about it. And I'm not going to spoil it. But I really want people to listen to this, what Earl has to say about it. But he goes over to like what's wrong with men today. Obviously, it was recorded in 56, but it's still true today now. Like, what's wrong with men today is that they don't think. Nobody thinks. Nobody wants to think. They want to just do what everybody else is doing, which bring me to the other point, where it's like we goes into conformity. Um, you know, we're if you trying to say this the right way, because I'll just say about 10 minutes of what he wants. But anyway, but as far as like what's the opposite of fear in our society, isn't. I mean, the opposite of courage in our society isn't fear; it's conformity. That's what he said. And what he means by that is people are just doing stuff just because other people are doing it. They aren't. They don't have the courage to do their own thing or do what they want to do. And then you see that a lot. It's a lot. A lot of people are just doing what other people do. They just following. They playing the world's biggest losing game. Is follow the leader. You know, and like he even said in here, and it's historically proven that 95% of the world or the world's population don't know what they're doing, and they don't know the right direction, and they don't even know where they're going. So why would you follow 95% of people that do not know the right way to go? 95% of people do not know. So if you following a bunch of people that don't know where they're going, and historically you can check the records, and when I say that people, well, when Earl says that people don't know where they're going, and they fail, meaning that is 95% of the population either fails as far as them achieving what they want to achieve, or even reaching for what they want to achieve. You know, he goes into as far as men starting off at the beginning of their life. If you take 100 men, all of them have goals. All of them want to achieve things. They're excited about life. He goes into that. Then you look up. By the time they're 65, only five on average of 100 men achieve success. Then he goes back into what is success. It's the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. What's a worthy ideal? The worthy ideal is what you want to do. So if you aren't doing what you want to do, you never achieve success, because you still are a hamster in that wheel. You're just running, but you never do what you want to do. And I don't believe, what I'm saying, that God put us on a planet, what I'm saying, to be a hamster in a wheel. You're supposed to be trying to do what you want to do because it's in you. But like I said, I'll get into preaching, when it comes to that, with this. But he goes real deep into it. You got to listen to this thing a lot of times. You can listen to his other audio books. He has stuff with Acres of Diamonds. He has As a Man Think of It. It's so many things that so many audios, so many versions he got. But this is the guy that I recommend that anybody listen to. Like I said, he's one of my favorite authors of all time. So this is a guy. So again, I said this earlier, but he recorded it in 1956, the audio version. Now, of course, they print out in books. You got the video, and there's a lot of stuff that's out now. Of course, he passed away, but this is the book to get, it's a book or audio. Actually, I would even I would recommend either way. The book or the audio, you can highlight and save the pages and bend the corners of the pages so you go back with the book. Audio, I recommend to listen to that as well. But this is it, Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret. Again, do not get it confused with The Secret. It's not The Secret, that other thing. This is the Strangest Secret. And then all those guys came after Earl, like the Brian Tracy's, like I just said, and the Zig Ziglar, and all those motivational guys, came after Earl Nightingale. All of them got a lot from him, you know, in his thing. And then he even goes spiritual in it too, you know, which I like. You know, he goes into about Jesus, about the greatest teacher in the world. You know, what did the greatest teacher in the world tell us? We know who the greatest teacher in the world is. That's Jesus. Jesus told us that, you know, as a man believe, so shall it be done unto you. So if you believe it, it will be done unto you. So whatever that is, good, bad, different, but that's the thing. He covers everything. So again, if is this is again favorite my favorite author. Listen to all this stuff. Don't listen to this. Listen to his other stuff, and then you'll say, okay, now I see why, you know, Carlito went so far with this guy. But it's weird because a lot of people they know about the other people that came after him, but they don't know about him. Don't know about Earl Nightingale. Check him out. All right. So Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret. Oh, and the original version too. Get that. All right.